Welcome to JD Supra's inaugural Corporate Law Report. Here's a look at some of the stories we're following this week. In health law, President Obama is yet to be sworn into office for his second term, and already the clock is ticking for companies on impending healthcare reform deadlines. The Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act is here to stay and requires action before the end of 2012. Companies are now responsible for documenting the total cost of each employee's health coverage on W-2s and issuing summaries of benefit and coverage disclosures to eligible enrollees. Also in 2013, Medicare payroll tax increases will kick in addition to the 0.9% for employees earning more than $200,000 a year, a new non-payroll Medicare tax of 3.8% will be applied to investment income in excess of $200,000. At the beginning of 2014, proposed regulations are expected to take effect for employer wellness programs. Employees who reach certain milestones, like quitting smoking or hitting a certain cholesterol level or weight, will be rewarded. But the new rules were also released to prevent workplace discrimination in wellness programs. Also in employment law, 2012 is expected to be another record-breaking year for fines against companies that mishandle immigration procedures. In 2011, employers nationwide paid more than $10 million for immigration violations. Top infractions this year have included failure to notify authorities when an H-1B worker was terminated, not completing I-9 forms correctly, and failure to give employees the right instructions for E-Verify procedures. And speaking of coverage or lack thereof in the workplace, they may take their clothes off for a living, but putting the wrong label on a group of exotic dancers in California is one more example of the dangers companies face in employee misclassification. A federal judge just awarded a group of dancers $13 million. The dancers claim that the clubs they worked at misclassified them as independent contractors, taking away the benefits full-time employees receive. The dancers also had to pay a stage fee to perform. Finally, how BP responded to the 2010 Deepwater Horizon catastrophe may be a lesson for all corporate executives. Besides the charges and fines levied at the company for the environmental disaster, 2 BP employees are facing criminal obstruction of Congress charges for the misleading information they gave Congress about the amount of oil that flowed into the Gulf after the blowout. You can read commentary and analysis of this story and the others I've mentioned by following JD Supra Law News links below.